Hey y'all, I wanted to start this episode out a little differently than I normally do. Usually if I do any chit-chat type stuff, I'd hold off till the end. But I'm pretty excited to talk about all this, so I wanted to do it up front. This past weekend was CrimeCon. For those of you that don't know much about it, for true crime, this event is like the Super Bowl. And this year, the Super Bowl was in my hometown, right here in Nashville. I heard about it being in Nashville a long while ago, well before most people and before it was announced publicly. It was hard to keep my mouth shut about it, but I did, even though I was incredibly excited. This was my third CrimeCon, and in a lot of ways, it was the best one for me. I'll start off with you, all of y'all, the people who take their time each week to listen to my show. Seeing so many of you was amazing. Visiting my table there on Creators Row, telling me stories of times you've had to call 911, keeping some good Music City 911 inside jokes going. Don't fuck with alligators. And hanging out with you after hours. And of course, at my session, which I'm not sure exactly, but I'd estimate that somewhere around 2,000 people were at. I love taking pics with you everywhere. There at my table, at the hotel bar, at the kickoff party, even just walking through the hallways of the hotel. While I'm a big guy and I'm generally pretty easy to spot, I was incredibly surprised so many of you knew who I was. I had a couple of people tell me I was the reason they made a trip to CrimeCon. It was a bit too much for me, but in a very, very good way. Makes me, someone who I promise is just a regular dude, feel really good. It was also a time that I got to see my podcaster friends. We come from all over, several different states and even other countries. For the most part, we only get to see each other once a year at this event, and when I get to hang out with you, it's like seeing old friends. I was going to try to name off everyone I saw and hung out with there, but I know I'd forget some. I'll just say that I love being around y'all again, and the next time I see you won't be soon enough. The event itself was pretty damn amazing. The kickoff party had several hundred, if not over 1,000 people in attendance. Podcasters, true crime royalty, and fans all just kicking back and having a few drinks and listening to some good music. That's a fun time in my book, and I do it anytime. My speaking session that I had, which we call the 911 experience, it was a lot of fun too, but it also took a lot of work. Putting together all the materials and the PowerPoint presentation, that's not something I do in my day-to-day, so it took me a bit longer to get all that finished and tightened up to fit within time restraints. For those that weren't able to be there, I think a wide range of emotions were felt. Some of the 911 calls and video were pretty shocking. There was a ton of laughter too. Don't be a woo girl. If you know, you know. At the end of my session each year, I bring a few people up on stage from the audience to see how they can take a 911 call. I have several actors backstage being the caller, and this year, just like every other year, they did an amazing job. Overall, it was a lot of fun, and I'm hoping I can continue this every year. For those of you that went to the other sessions too, you probably could tell something. The intros for all the speakers, all of them, I recorded them all. I think there were close to 80 of them that I recorded and edited. Again, a lot of work, but definitely very cool to have that opportunity to do that. If we took pictures together at some point over the weekend, be sure to tag me in the post or just send them my way. I wasn't able to take very many pictures while I was there. I'll cut this off here. I know I could probably sit and chat about this for hours. Overall, my weekend was amazing, and it was all due to you. Thank you all so much. Now, on with the episode. Violence can happen anywhere, in the least expected places, and sometimes in the least expected times. That's here in Nashville, New York City, Anchorage, Alaska, Dallas, Texas, or any number of the thousands of small towns in America and around the world. Most of the time, that's how it happens too. There's very little lead up. It's unexpected. no warning. By the time that you figure out something bad is going down, a lot of times it's already finished. It can kick off and be over with in a matter of seconds. And when whatever smoke clears, it can be deadly. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about two very tragic incidents that happened recently right here in Nashville. Welcome back to Music City 911.
Saw people running.
It wasn't.
Little kid. Little fucking kid running.
Yeah, there's a gunfire at the Distro on Garfield,
Okay.
and people are running and screaming. So
So you're at 614 Garfield Street, or near
I
614
think
Garfield?
so. Yep.
Okay. Do you know if anyone's
So,
injured?
I'm not going out. There's people running, and there was like a party going on or something. Then we heard like probably 6 or 7 shots, and now cars are stopped and people are running. So it's at the Distro.
I gotcha. Can I just get your first and last name for our records? Okay.
All
All right, we've already got the call in. Our responders are en route.
Okay.
Keep yourself safe. If anything changes or you need us, call us back immediately, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
I'll preface this by saying, and I've done this in other episodes like this, because this was all with my own agency, I'm going to refrain from any comments on the dispatchers on these calls. This time, I'll just give you bits from the actual incidents themselves. This call came in about the same time that a few others did. Shots fired. Most big cities will get calls about this pretty regularly. Shots fired, they're not a every few minutes type of thing, but I'd say once every few hours is pretty normal. Most of the time, it's someone that will call in and say they heard some shots, but didn't see anything. This time, the caller said that he and what sounded like someone in the background heard the shots and saw a lot of people running away. That was really about all the info that was had, other than the location of where they believed it was coming from. The next call, it does have some additional info, as the caller was at the location when the shots rang out.
Metro Nashville 911, what's the location of your emergency?
We had roasted on Garfield. They're shooting.
What's the address?
5 or 6. I don't know. It's on Garfield. It's called Roasted, right off of Rosa Park.
Rosa Parks and okay, gotcha.
Garfield, they shooting. Somebody got shot. They said somebody's bleeding. It was like 5 or 6 shots.
Are you with them?
Let me go over here and see.
I don't want you to put yourself in any danger, but if you're
No, we all taking cover. They shot about 5 or 6. Did somebody get shot? Do we know where the person is that got shot? They still laying it. They said they still laying in at the door.
Okay, is there anyone that can help them and try and stop the bleeding?
I think somebody is doing that. Somebody's doing that, but everybody's like running and trying to take cover.
I understand.
Because it was like 5 or 6 shots.
I got you. And this is near Garfield and Rosa Parks there in Germantown.
It's on Garfield. It's on Garfield.
I got you.
It's on Garfield. It's called Roasted.
I got you. And we've got multiple calls on this. We're going to get somebody out there as soon as we can. Can I get your phone number for our records? And your first and last name if you want to give it. Okay. All right. We're going to get somebody out there as soon as we can, okay? You said it looks like people
Thank
are
you so much.
Looks like people are rendering aid, though?
Yeah, somebody's trying to help her now. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just all of a sudden we was all just sitting there eating at the having brunch, and children in here and everything, and whoever it was, we never saw the person. We just heard the shots, and somebody got hit.
Okay,
and these poor little children, bless their hearts. Are they okay? Y'all okay? Okay.
All right, we've got help coming. Okay, just keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
This caller reported that she was inside when all this happened. She knew that someone was hit by the gunfire, though their condition was unknown. She also mentioned when all this was going on, there were a lot of people there, including children. Something I mentioned earlier on, saying that violence can happen anywhere and even at odd times. This happened in a restaurant during Easter Sunday brunch. As I said, stuff like this can happen just about any time and anywhere. Without getting into too many details, I have one more short call on this. It's also from inside the restaurant, but this one tells a bit more on the injuries.
911, what is the exact location of your emergency?
There's gunshots. The guy is dead at Roasted restaurant.
Said Roasted?
One got shot in the leg, one is dead.
Okay. How many people are shot?
I just know one girl got shot in the leg. I don't know. I think a fight got broken and guns were involved.
Okay, and I'm showing that to be 614 Garfield Street, right at the corner of Garfield Street and 2nd Avenue North. Does that sound correct?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We already have
Garfield
calls on
Street.
it. We'll be there as soon as we can.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Police arrived pretty quickly, but by the time they got there, the gunman had fled. Once they verified the shooter was gone, they gave paramedics the okay to enter once everything was deemed safe. What they didn't know was how many people were shot. That's where the whole incident escalated. In total, 6 people got shot. One, as you heard from the last call, was deceased. 2 additional people were transported to hospitals along with the rest. One who received a cut somehow during all the commotion, but was not shot, and a pregnant woman who was having a bad panic attack. Police were able to interview witnesses to see what happened, which it seems that it was a completely isolated incident. The shooter arrived with a female inside the restaurant. Within minutes, there was an altercation with another man, and then the suspect pulled out a gun and started shooting. Police believe that there was no prior connection between the shooter and any of the victims there. After viewing security footage from inside the restaurant, police figured out who the suspect was. Later that night, they found the getaway vehicle, a Mercedes. Detectives later received information that the suspect had fled to Kentucky in a town called Princeton in Caldwell County. After contacting local agencies as well as the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force, ATF, and TBI, the suspect, 46-year-old Anton Rucker, was taken into custody. He has been charged with murder and will face a number of other charges from all the other people that were shot. Rucker has had a lengthy criminal history dating all the way back to 1995 when he was just 18 years old. He was originally arrested for just driving without a license. Through the rest of his life, though, his crimes increased in severity. Reckless driving, various drug charges, unlawful possession of weapons, evading arrest, and aggravated assaults. And that was just here in Nashville. He was also arrested in a neighboring county for drug charges and then another aggravated assault and gun charge when he was in traffic and a driver said Rucker cut him off. Rucker got out of his car, spit in the driver's face, and pointed a gun at him. He had a very low bond of only $50,000 for that incident and was out awaiting a hearing on it when the shooting happened. Luckily this time, he's being held without bond and is off the streets, hopefully for good. Actress Katherine Heigl is a passionate animal advocate who has saved over 16,000 dogs through her foundation. During her time with these thousands of dogs, she's seeing more issues with dogs' odors, joints, and health. She's done a ton of research on the subject and believes there's a key factor in canine health: their food. Inspired by her own desire for a healthier food option for her dogs, Heigl created Superfood Complete. This dog food is packed with over 30 wholesome ingredients, including superfoods known for their health benefits. Superfood Complete isn't just about delicious food. It's also about giving back. Badlands Ranch, the maker of Superfood Complete, supports the Jason DeBus Heigl Foundation, which helps rescue dogs and find them loving homes. Join dog owners across America who are seeing positive changes in their furry friends' health with Superfood Complete. Go to badlandsranch.com/MC911 and order right now to get up to 50% off your regular priced order with a 90-day money-back guarantee. If you want your dog to experience all these incredible things, go to badlandsranch.com/MC911 today.
Get behind.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Yeah, but it's a red caboose pot, shots and fires.
Okay, what's your address?
I don't know. It's Red Caboose Park.
Bar in 70.
Bar in 70.
Yes.
Is it Bellevue Park?
Yes.
He did it?
Bellevue.
Okay, did you say somebody's been shot?
I said shots were fired.
Okay, okay. Did you see who did the shooting?
I don't know. There's a bunch of kids fighting. Next thing I know, I heard shots.
Okay. How many shots did you hear?
No. I don't know, probably 6 or 8. It's right here.
Is anybody there around you hit?
I have no idea. I'm leaving the premises right now.
Okay. Did it sound like it happened right at that park, or was it at a different area?
No, it's a park.
Okay.
And I think it's a... Here, hold this.
Oh, my God.
Okay, those kids that were fighting, did you see about how many there were?
There was a lot of them.
Okay, a big group of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 14.
I think they're still here, but I'm leaving the park.
Yes, I want you guys to be as safe as you can.
We're leaving out right now.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
somebody shot.
Somebody got
Oh,
hurt?
It looks like...
I think a fireman's here. Pull back in, Todd. Now, a fireman walked over. Oh, my God.
We're not pulling.
Huh?
Okay.
We're not pulling.
Okay. We're going to just pull over by the church for a minute, Todd. I want
to get out of here.
There were kids started screaming.
There were kids
and
fighting.
Little kids, like 10, 12, maybe. A fireman has walked over from the fire hall. Is someone laying down?
Okay, so there were a bunch of kids that were started to fight. Next thing I know, somebody was screaming at somebody.
And they were all punching.
And then the next thing you know, somebody said, what do you think about me now? And then we started to leave, and that's when we heard gunshots.
Okay, okay.
And I would say the kids were probably high school age.
Or younger. They were younger.
Okay.
Go back.
I don't want to go back.
Okay.
When the police get there, I want you to go back. See what happens.
We'll go tomorrow.
All right, so I set that up. We've got help on the way there. Can you tell me your first and last name for our record?
It's Todd Wright.
Okay.
And I'll let them know that you're not staying at that location.
No, I've vacated the premises.
Yeah, okay. All right. I appreciate you guys calling in. We're updating that call. We've got others calling in as well. You guys stay safe, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Ma'am.
This call, much like the first call from the previous incident, started out with just someone calling about shots being fired. They were in a park here in Nashville that's called Bellevue Park, but all the locals know it as Red Caboose Park, since there's a red train caboose there inside the park. An argument broke out, and the caller said he could hear one person say, "What do you think about me now?" Then started hearing shots. That's when the caller hurriedly went back to their vehicle. There towards the end of the call, they believe they saw someone who was shot. The next caller had similar info.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
Red Caboose Park and Bellevue.
Okay. You said, what's that street?
Bellevue. Red Caboose Park off of Highway 70 of Bellevue.
Okay, what's going on? How can I help you?
Oh, there was I was approaching the park with my dog, and there were definitely gunshots and kids running around the park and screaming.
Ma'am, can you take a deep breath for me?
I am not.
Take a deep breath for me.
Huh?
Take a deep breath for me.
What?
I'm trying to get this information from you and get you some help, okay? It's real choppy. What happened?
Okay, so there were just gunshots at the park, and there were kids running and screaming from the park.
Okay.
I am not there. I ran away because obviously I'm not staying there.
Okay. So how many shots did you hear?
The fire department is right next door. 4? Maybe more.
Okay. You said this is at Bellevue Park, correct?
Yes, at the Red Caboose Park off of Highway 70.
Park.
Yeah, I'm on the phone with 911.
What's your name?
There's definitely gunshot.
Okay. What's your telephone number? Okay.
This is the second time I've had to call 911 in this neighborhood for a gunshot in the last week.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and get this.
Come over this way.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get this sent up.
They're not gonna find me over there because I'm going home. Don't go that way, Hope. Do not go that way. Yeah, there are emergency vehicles coming all over the place.
Okay. Alright, thank you for giving us a call.
Okay, I'm gonna go home.
Okay.
Do you need me anymore?
No, ma'am, that's good.
Thank you.
No problem. Bye-bye.
As you can imagine, a shooting inside of a park, that's going to create a lot of calls to 911. And that's exactly what happened here. One of those callers was right by someone who was in fact shot.
911.
Hello?
What's the address of your emergency?
Red Caboose Park. This little boy got shot. Come on, bro. He got shot. We need help. We need an ambulance. He's not breathing.
What's the address?
Red Caboose Park, Bellevue.
Bellevue Park.
Yes. Hurry up. He's not breathing. Hold on, home.
Calls like this happen pretty often too. The caller will disconnect after giving very little info. This caller did mention that a boy was shot and that he wasn't breathing before she hung up. The last call stays on the line till help arrives and then after. And just a bit of warning, this call is pretty hard to listen to.
Metro Nashville 911. What is the address of your emergency?
Yes, we have a young kid at Red Caboose Park shot. 7. He's not breathing. 10, 11, 12.
Okay, you said he was shot?
Yes,
what's
he's a young kid.
What's the address?
It's at Red Caboose Park in Bellevue.
Okay.
You want me to do it?
Just stay on the phone with
I'll take over.
I'm tracking your phone.
Okay.
Bellevue Park, I have a 656 Collegiate
Red Caboose Park
Road. Is this near, like, the fire department?
Right beside the fire department, yes.
Okay. All right. We already have a call
Come on.
sent up. We already have a call sent up. How old is he?
He just got shot about 2 minutes ago.
How old is he?
Come on, kid. Okay, we got a fireman here. That's for getting CR. This is free. Did he do it? Yeah.
Okay, the fire department's there?
He's going to get his stuff.
Okay. Ma'am.
You're good. Hold on, honey. Hold on. I'm giving him CPR.
Come on,
Aiden. You're okay, baby. You're all right. Hold on. You hold on, okay? Hold on, honey. In the name of Jesus. Oh, my God. Hold on. Hold on, little buddy.
Ma'am, where was
Hold
he shot?
on, okay?
Where was he shot?
What do we need to Can't tell in the back. It's in the back. He's shot in the back. He's shot in the back. Okay. He's breathing. He's breathing.
Okay.
Yeah, take a breath.
What is your first
He's breathing.
name?
You're okay. Come on. Okay, come on. Keep on. He's breathing. All right.
What is your name?
He quit breathing. My name is Andy Van Arsdale. You're okay? Hold on. Hold on. So many people love you. Come on. Love you. Sorry.
Okay. How old is he?
Pray for him, Hannah. Pray for him. Oh, my God. Please be with this boy right now. Please. Hang on, buddy. Take a breath.
Andy, I
Take
need
a
you
breath.
to answer.
I don't know. He's 13, 14. Come on. How old is he? Come on. He's 13. Aiden. He went to do stuff. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Okay, he's taking deep breaths. Come on,
Okay.
keep on.
I need you to flag down the
Come on,
responders.
Aiden, you're all right, buddy. You're going to be okay. Just hang on. Hang on, buddy. Hang
Is
on.
somebody doing CPR?
I am.
Okay, if he's breathing, I don't want
I'm
you to
doing
do CPR.
compressions. Aiden, take a breath, buddy. Aiden, come on, stay with us. You want me to go?
Yeah. Can you count?
All right, somebody's taking over for me.
Can you count out loud? Can they count out loud to make sure that they're going to the right
Can you count out loud? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay,
9,
pick up the pace
10,
a little bit.
11,
We're going to go 1, 2, 3,
pick up the pace a little bit.
5,
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, you took a breath. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Here's you, buddy. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. All right, we have fire rescue here.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go ahead and let you go then, okay?
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
As I said before, that one was pretty difficult to listen to. This happened in a park that is situated right next door to a fire station. When the shots were over, a 16-year-old girl showed up at the steps of the fire station with a gunshot wound to her leg. From there, firefighters ran to the scene and found a 13-year-old boy shot multiple times. He wasn't breathing when they got there, and firefighters immediately started doing CPR. If you could hear in the call, the boy was randomly taking deep breaths, but would stop breathing. I believe he was probably having agonal respirations. An ambulance arrived and transported the boy to Vanderbilt Hospital. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. 13-year-old Aiden Hayes was pronounced deceased there at the hospital. The girl that was shot was a 16-year-old sister. A cell phone video of the fight circulated around social media and was found by Scoop Nashville. Here's audio from the approximately 45-second video.
What? Hey, jumping! Hey, jumping! Get in the car, get in the car. Get in the car, come on, mama. Who's that? Jalen, what the Jalen, stop. Leah, let go. Both of y'all stop it. Come on, Jalen, let her go. Why are you fighting with him, Jalen?
Police took witness statements and got a suspect description and direction of flight pretty quickly. They found a 15-year-old matching the description walking down Highway 70 about a quarter to a half a mile from where the shooting happened. That boy was detained and transported to police headquarters for an interview, where he admitted to shooting a gun during a fight there at the park. He didn't have a gun on him at the time. A specially trained dog from the ATF was used to locate the gun. It was found along the suspect's travel path in some grass on the side of Highway 70. That gun was stolen from a neighboring city last year. Interviews were conducted with some of the other teens that were there, and it's believed that two groups of girls, all teenagers, had some sort of previous problems with each other, and they decided to go to the park to have a fight. Once the fight escalated, a gun was pulled by the suspect, and he started shooting. He is being held with 1 count of homicide and 1 count of attempted homicide. Truly a tragic event, one that's left the Bellevue area of Nashville shaken and looking for answers for increased teenage violence there. That's all for this episode. Come over to the Music City 911 podcast discussion group on Facebook. We'll be talking about this episode there. Follow the show on all social media and give Music City 911 a 5-star rating and review on whatever podcast platform you listen on. If you want some more Music City 911, head over to patreon.com/Music City 911 for ad-free and bonus content. Patreon members, be looking for something extra here in the next couple of days. A little bonus for myself too that happened. There's a link for a write-up in the Nashville scene about CrimeCon, and yours truly was mentioned in a few of the paragraphs. I'll drop a link in the show notes and there in the Facebook discussion group. Until next time, for Music City 911, I'm Brandon, and y'all have a good one.